Hello, everybody. It is April 10th, and the UFC 327 ceremonial weigh-ins just got done. I'm going to be go ahead and predicting the fights here. My first time doing this, to be honest, so I don't know if this format's going to change. It probably will. Uh, but yeah, I'm mostly just going to be using Tapology, I think, because that's the site I'm pretty much basing this account off of. So, yeah, without any further ado, let's get into it. So, first fight we got here is going to be Charles Radke and Francisco Prado. It's pretty much the guy who only wins by finish versus the guy who never loses by finish. So, Prado, the record's not looking great here. I mean, 12-4, he was real good before he came into the UFC, undefeated, and has definitely been on a skid. I know a lot of that has been him, being a lightweight who kind of had to move up, and he's probably been struggling with that. He's fighting Radke, who's also he is on a very on-off, but he's a fun fighter. He gets finished. He finishes. He's got an 85% pick rate. That's probably the way I'm gonna go too. A lot of people taking him by decision, so they're trusting in Prado to not get knocked out or subbed. But Chuck Buffalo, he's got some power in those hands, and I heard MMA Guru mention this that yeah, he's gonna be bigger than Prado. I'm pretty sure he is. I didn't catch it at the weigh-ins. I meant to check, but I agree. I think Radke's just bigger than him. But I guess we'll see on fight night. Um, Radke's a lot older too. I mean Prado, he's got all the time in the world. He's 23. But I mean, if he gets another loss here, could be it for him. So that could be some motivation. There could be something to think about there. But I'm gonna just go with Radke. I do think he's gonna get a TKO on him. Yeah, he hits hard, throws hooks. Prado hopefully will let him do it, or exchange with him. Next up, we got Kelvin Gastelum and Vicente Luque. Gastelum made weight. That's been a big story. There's been a lot of people doubting him. I was one of those people. You never know with him. I mean, he almost plays into it with how much he's missed weight. But at middleweight, it's time to stop. I mean, things have to go really wrong for you to miss there. But yeah, that's the main story. He made it. He's fighting Luque, who has had a bit of a fall from grace. That fight with Joel Alvarez, that was almost sad. I mean, he got or he did pretty much get finished, and then I think there was an eye poke or something, and they restarted it. And Joel kind of just, I don't know, he may have, you know, what's the term? I guess blew his load, his gas tank on that finish, and didn't get it. So then he kind of just casually beat him the rest of the 2.5 rounds or whatever it was. Gastelum, he just beat Dustin Stolfus I mean, not really even impressively, but still, I think it's just easy to go with Gastelum here. Gastelum's got fast hands. I think he can probably hurt Luque. I don't know if I mean, usually if you hurt Luque now, he's gonna go out. But nah, I'm just gonna go decision. As you can see, you've got another pretty big discrepancy here. And the next one is gonna be Markel Maderos versus Chris Taco Padilla. Bunch of W's on both of these guys. Padilla missed weight. That's a big story coming out of here. He missed weight by about 3 pounds. That's not a good look. But other than that, I mean, he's been on a pretty good run in the UFC so far. He's a guy I took a look at him and I was like, this guy, I don't know. And the nickname Taco, like it's not threatening. Taco's not threatening to me. But he's good. He's nasty. He's got elbows, I think. Oh boy. I can't remember, but he does good stuff. Maybe it's clinch stuff. I don't know. But he's fighting Marco Maderos. He's been on, a middling run. Good, both of them. But I'm gonna just go with Padilla here. It's another big discrepancy. And yeah, I wonder if I take him by finish. You just KO Bomb Theme. or ground and pound KO'd him. I don't. Was there something weird that happened in that? I don't think so. I think he just cleanly did that. So that's a pretty good win by knockout. I think if you could knock out Bonfim, and this guy's going to splits with Austin Hubbard. Nothing wrong with that really, but yeah, I'm gonna just let's go for it. Let's go get a Padilla. Round 2 or 3 KO. I want to go round 3. Sometimes you just gotta throw a round 3 in there. All right, up next we got Tatiana Suarez versus Lupi Godinez. Uh, this is a tough one. I mean, Suarez, I don't remember this win very much. She came back after the Zhang lost, where she looked really bad because she couldn't implement her game plan at all. Like she couldn't get the takedowns, she couldn't do anything. She held Zhang up against the fence a little bit, but other than that, it was just all Zhang. And it is a champion. Zhang's very good. But other than that, it's crazy. You can just go here 6 months, and then this last one is nearly 7 years ago. That is, I know she's had those breaks in her career. Yeah, that's definitely something to think about. And then there's Lupi Godinez. She's always been a good, one of the better women's strawweights. I've always thought. I thought early on that maybe she'd get up to a title, and with a win here, she might be getting close. But yeah, and I think that this could be a heart pick. Cause like I said, I've liked Lupi from watching her. She was always super active. I think she fought like 5 times in a year once or six or it's some crazy number. And I don't know if she won all of them, but just you love fighters who are active, especially if you're someone who's watching all the cards. If you see the more you see someone, as opposed to seeing them once a year or twice a year, I feel like you just kind of are drawn to him a little more. So, despite the big discrepancy, and I guess I should probably talk about why. I mean, I think Lupi's got better boxing for sure. Or maybe not for sure, but I think she got better boxing than Suarez. Suarez is kind of a one trick wrestler. If she gets you down, she can definitely finish you pretty easily usually. On the feet, I mean, she's not bad, but I do think Lupi's a little better, and I feel like Lupi's got good grappling. That doesn't always translate into takedown defense, but you know, we can see what happens. So yeah, this is gonna be my first dog pick. It's crazy the odds are so close, but on Tapology, they're not at all. There must be some ball knowers about Suarez or not. Hopefully not, because I'm not picking her. All right, up next we got Mateusz Gamer Gamrot versus Esteban El Gringo Ribovics. And this is a good fight. I do think so. I think Ribovic is going to be pretty surprising here. I think he's probably going to hurt Gamrot at least. Uh, I mean, he's got great boxing, and that head kick he threw on McKinney. When was that? Yeah, that one. I mean, that was just out of nowhere. If he can land one of those, I think Hooker did pretty good with kicks against Gamrot. I want to say so. If he can break that out, he might just knock Gamrot out cold. But that is a hard thing to do. Gamrot, he doesn't really. He recovers well. I mean, his grappling, his pace is just insane. Um, he did just lose to Charles, but that's understandable. But other than that, Ludwig Klein fight, he looked great, which is a win that aged well because I think Klein he went on to beat Rombechki, but or I don't maybe that means it doesn't age well, but I don't know. I just wanted to talk about Mateusz Rombechki real quick because he's awesome and he was fighting Ludwig Klein and was about to finish him. Like Klein's leg was like broken pretty much, and but he didn't finish him. I don't know. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna go Gamrot here. Decision. He's been a guy I've always. I think I always pick him. I picked him against Oliveira. I picked him against Arman back in the day, which I was really happy about. I know a lot of people that fight's highly debated, and a lot of people think Arman, or I feel like more people think Arman won than Gamrot. Sometimes when I see that and I picked the guy, I'm gonna just be like, nah, I don't care. The Gamrot won. Suck it. So take him by decision. Next, we got Kevin Trailblazer Holland and Randy Rude Boy Brown. This is an interesting one. This is a pretty. You can see why the odds are the way they are. I mean, this is feels like a very 50-50 fight. Both good. Holland can be better some days than he is the last. Really felt for him in his last fight when he just kept getting his fucking nuts kicked and ended up losing the fight trying to be a warrior. Losing to D-Rod was pretty freaking annoying. Like I don't want to say inexcusable, but I mean, come on, man. Like you should beat D-Rod. And then he beats these two guys, Luke and Nelson, which I think they both fought Gunnar. Oh no, Dalby. I always mix up Gunnar Nelson and Nicholas Dalby for some reason. But yeah, I mean Holland. I'm. It's 50-50. They're both tall, rangy fighters. Uh, I don't know who would have the better grappling here. I guess Holland's probably got the better like submission threat, but can Brown grapple? I feel like he doesn't, but might be able to a little bit. I know his fight with Brian Battle, they just clinched for 3 rounds. That was not great. It's kind of crazy to me that Holland's a little younger than Brown. Brown's a guy I don't realize how long he's been around for. Uh, but anyway, I don't know. I'm not gonna flip a coin or anything, but it does kind of feel like that. I'm gonna go Brown. I mean, I like when he lands a punch like on the outside, like how he did on Salikov or Dalby. I mean, that was kind of more of a flurry of blows, but uh, yeah, I'm gonna just take him by decision. I think. Does Holland get knocked out? Not really. I don't think Holland's. I can't remember him being knocked out, but I guess we'll see. Holland looked good at the weigh-ins. He looked like he was having fun, which I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, I'll take Brown by decision. Am I picking too many decisions? I get weird about this. I know I should just pick what I think, but sometimes I feel like if I'm picking too much of something, I'll switch it up. No, I don't think that's too much. Next up, we got Pitbull and Pico. Patricio Pitbull, Aaron Pico. Two Bellator fighters, uh, one of which has a win in the UFC, and the other does not. Uh, Obviously, the record on Pitbull is insane. He was the main character of Bellator, as I think Jack Slack called him mostly. Uh, his lightweight run was great, and he was a 2 division champ. He almost was a 3 division champ, or tried to be a 3 division champ. Uh, he's had alright fights in the UFC. I mean, he hurt Dan Ige in their fight, which is pretty good. Not many people were doing that. I know Melky Costa just knocked him out, but that was a spinning body kick. I mean, or a spinning. Is that to the body? No, I think he got him in the head with a spinning kick. Melky Costa did on Dan Ige, but yeah, Pitbull, he's still got some power. He doesn't seem very fast. He kind of got to time these guys. And Pico, I mean, from what we saw in his last fight, he kind of just bum rushed Murphy. So there's a possibility there that Pitbull could time something on him and catch him. But I don't know. He doesn't seem like the type who's going to be able to do that. Pico's a lot younger too. Not saying Pitbull's lost it or anything like that. I just uh, it's kind of like you want to take Pitbull thinking of how many times Pico's like just for such a prospect he's looked bad so many times, which is just unfortunate, but I'm gonna pick him here. I'm gonna say man, nobody goes for submission. Isn't Pico like a pretty good grappler? I guess he just maybe wrestles to get to ground and pound positions. I can't remember. I definitely watched his Bellator fights back in the day. I remember that one fight where his corner man was just, I think he popped his shoulder and his corner man was just ripping his arm down, trying to unpop it. That was a funny moment. Uh, but yeah, we're just gonna take Pico. I'm gonna give him a round one knockout. Screw it. I mean, Cheerio Suzuki did it. I don't know if that was a round one, but Cheerio Suzuki knocked him out. I don't know. That guy's decent. Pico can probably do it. Anyway, Cub Swanson, Nate Landwehr. This is a Unk battle for sure. You love to see it, kind of. I mean, it might get emotional, if it is Cubs' last fight. A legend, guy who's been around long before I started watching, but thankful to have caught a good amount of his career. I mean, the last 5, 6 years, and he's always been good. I mean, I think who did he beat? I don't know. He lost that to Feely a split, but he almost beat Feely. These guys are all like okay wins, but like nothing impressive. I mean, losing to Jonathan Martinez. Man, where is Jonathan Martinez? I feel like he hasn't fought in a while ever since he lost to Aldo and then somebody else, I think. But uh, yeah, and then there's Nate the Train, one of my favorites of all time for sure. Love Nate the Train, Clarksville stand up. Uh, and I'm gonna pick him here. It's another going against the odds pick. I just think I don't know. People think Nate's or chin is just completely gone, and maybe it is. I don't know, but I think he has survivability sometimes, and I think if he can make this nasty, maybe do some takedowns, some take him down, let him get up, and everyone's always talking about Nate the Train's Russian side quest in the regionals he did where he was breaking guys in an M1. Uh, but yeah, I think he's gonna dog this out, and I'm gonna go with a late round TKO. I think maybe maybe in a late round submission. I'm gonna might be ill advised, but uh, I think he did that to someone a while back, like what's his name, TJ Brown. Oh wait, now I'm thinking of Darren Elkins did that to TJ Brown. All right, I don't know. Oh, I guess Austin Lingo. He said 3 years ago. Maybe he's due for one. I just got a feeling. Sometimes you just got a feeling. All right, up next we got Dominic the Devastator Reyes versus Johnny Walker. Yeah, I mean this is what people are saying. They're saying it's gonna be two dudes running at each other, and one of them's gonna get blown up. And I think it's gonna be Johnny Walker. So I'm just going to go with the Reyes knockout round one. It should be fun for as long as it lasts. I mean, Walker, he could be reformed at this point. There's been a lot of times since his win, since Zhang Mingyang. I mean, it was a good win, but like, who knows what he's been training? Maybe he's become more technical or become crazier but more accurate. I don't know. He's got a huge reach. I mean, huge height. I always feel when you see Johnny Walker, it's just like, damn, that guy is gigantic. Uh, Reyes is big too, but I don't know. Walker's like the slender man, dude. He's crazy big. Uh, but yeah, I know they're both chinny. They're both powerful. So it's a recipe for round one knockout, I think. All right, up next we got Curtis Blades, Razor Blades, and Josh Hokett. The Incredible Hoke, I believe, is his nickname. I don't know why it's not there, but man, this guy has been making the most of his time in the UFC media day, the press conference, all of that. He is really doing his best to say something at every moment. It feels like this guy can't stop saying stuff, and people are hating it. I mean, it's this guy's getting clowned, getting people can't understand what he's doing. I mean, I understand it to an extent. I I admire his commitment to the bit. Okay, like he's really freaking committed to it. Uh, and it's so all over the place. Like he's like an edgy guy. He'll like say stuff about like minorities or something, and then he'll like say something about being a Sith Lord, and then he'll be like Randy Savage, and then he'll be a Vato at the same time now. He like broke out a whole he was wearing Timbs, he was a Vato. I mean, it was crazy. Uh but yeah, it's something happening, so at least there's that. I don't hate it. I mean, it's yeah, sure, it's cringe or whatever, but who isn't? Uh he's fighting Curtis Blades, mainstay at heavyweight. I mean, he's always around. He's always looked good. Chicago native. So I've always been a fan of him. I'm gonna pick him here. I hope he turns back Hockett. At the same time, though, I mean, it would be kind of refreshing if someone just came in and like actually was good at heavyweight. Feels like that doesn't happen very often. Uh, but Blades, I mean, he's a little plotty, plotty man Blades, as some call him. But he's got power. I mean, he's got real power. Uh, how he did Jailton Almeida with those, just I don't know, they were like tapping shots and just Jailton went out like nothing. I mean, we haven't seen it that much lately, I feel like, but he's got it, and I don't know if Hockett's gonna give him a chance to use it. I mean, he's gonna be way faster, I feel like, Hockett, and if he's, you know, strong enough to hurt Blades, I could definitely see him winning. But I'm gonna just take Blades on kind of the. Maybe I'm not, because I was gonna say I'm taking him on like with my heart because he's a Chicago guy. I shouldn't be picking like that. Um, there is a huge weight discrepancy here too. I think Hockett weighed in at like, yeah, 233 and Blades is 261, so there's a 30-pound weight difference at heavyweight. I've I don't know. I've never bought into that mattering too much. Or I don't think it matters when you're like 240 something or like 250 something. Like Aspinall was always, or he like built up to be like 257 or whatever he comes in now. But there was a time when he was like 240 or something. There's another fighter. I think he's fighting pretty soon. Tanner Bozer's coming back, who was a really tiny heavyweight, and he would always just get blobbed, as they say. Uh, so there is that, but I don't know. I think I may have talked myself into taking Hokut on this one, just for the lulz. And we're all waiting for his post-fight speech if he wins. We are all gonna be tuned in to hear that when he says something funny. I'm sure. I'm sure he will. Uh, he said something at the ceremonial weigh-ins. He said something about a poodle and a toaster strudel, and I don't know. He's always rhyming. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go. What if it's decision? Mm, I don't usually trust in guys like this, but I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna say screw it and do it. I don't know if he's gonna TKO him. Yeah, sure. All right, next up we got Azamat, the professional Mirzakhanov versus Paulo the Eraser Costa. No one calls him the Eraser. Isn't it Borachina? Is his real nickname? I thought, or that's what his Twitter is at least. Uh, but this is an interesting fight. I do like Paulo Costa in this one too, so I'm getting a little dog heavy. Let me tell you why I like Costa. I just think, I mean, 205, I just think it's gonna suit him well. I think it's gonna suit him way better than 185 did. I mean, he clearly always had weight struggles, would pull out of fights. It was just a shitty situation, and now I think 205, it's gonna be different for him. He's looked pretty good in his last two fights. Like Kopylov, that was impressive. I thought. I mean, Kopylov wasn't like the biggest, like the best guy in the world. Uh, he's a good fighter though. I thought for a while I was like, oh, Kopylov probably be ranked. He'll probably be a mainstay in the rankings. And Paulo showed him. He still got it a little bit. And then the fight with Strickland was, you know, for being a 5 rounder was it was pretty, I mean, boring. Yeah, like Strickland did what he can do to people to Costa. Costa landed some okay shots and backed up the whole time, I think. Or was it Strickland who's backing up the whole time? I don't know. One was backing up. Uh, and yeah. And then this Whitaker fight too. You remember that head kick that Costa threw? That was a dynamite head kick, I gotta say. I mean, he should find a way to get that in here, but I don't know. This is another. This isn't like a heart pick. I'm thinking for some reason I have a feeling Costa's gonna be good. And on the other side we have Mirzakhanov who KO'd Alexander Rakic with. I don't know why, but I was watching this card. This is the Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gahn card. And this knockout happened, and I literally just felt nothing. Like it was like I like didn't even like didn't tense up, didn't stand up, didn't. I was just like, okay. Like it was one of the weirdest ones I've ever seen. And Rakic, I mean, yeah, he's fallen off. He's another one of those guys. I was like, when he was fighting Blachowicz, I was like, oh, this guy's gonna be a champion. And no, that's remains to be seen. But other than that, he hasn't fought like top competition. I mean, these are all decent guys. Jacoby's been on a good run. Clark was always decent for the low level light heavyweights. Manafield, same thing. And Ribeiro, I don't think he's that great, but he might be. But yeah, I mean, I just think Paulo, he's durable. He's going to be taking the punches. I mean, Rizkanov does have real fast hands. I was watching some tape study and I'm on him the other day. But I think Paul's just going to be able to take shots and I don't know, give him back harder, hopefully. And I don't think this guy kicks too much. I think Paulo can kick, and I think that might be make a difference. And he just beat, a Russian guy. He seems to have some sort of beef with Russia, but this guy's from New Jersey, so like who even cares? Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go Costa by decision. All right, now we got the main event, which is gonna be Jiri Prohashka versus Carlos Blackjack Olberg. Now this one here is a scary fight. I mean, I it's hard to predict. I mean, you think it's so easy, like you think you know what should happen here, but I think either of these guys could surprise each other, and I mean, we could be an Olberg title run could be imminent, which would just be, I don't know how it would be. A lot of people are saying this would be like 9/11 for the UFC if Olberg wins. Like it's the heavyweight division's officially dead, but like I don't really see that. Like if I don't know, are they calling him boring, or they just don't like it, or he's not like marketable or something? And if he's not marketable, then you can just root for whoever faces him next to like beat his ass. I mean, I always find that at least if there's someone I don't like as champ, then I can just root against him. Like I don't know. I know Pereira's gone from the division. That's probably what's killing. I think either of these guys can win, and Pereira being gone from light heavyweight kind of puts it in a bad spot. But either way, enough of that. So Erie, he's got a real open stance, a weird, awkward style, and he's found a way to beat everyone except Alex Pereira. I mean, his last two fights have looked, or the Roundtree fight was just so confusing to me. I was sitting around with everyone, and I was like, dude, you guys are gonna have to see this, dude. Yuri's crazy, dude. He's gonna do some crazy, and then he just spent 2 rounds just like jumping, like just hitting the jump button. I don't know, man. It was weird, but he got it done in the end. He brought the storm or whatever, and he lets go for that at all over Khalil Roundtree Jr. While Carlos' last fight, yeah, he slept Reyes bad, real easy. I mean, I think this is why people maybe like think he's boring because the Blachowicz fight happened and then this fight was over so fast. It's like we didn't even get to process him like being entertaining because he was. It was just the fight was over so quick. It's just like, well, on to the next one. And that's where this is. So hopefully, even if Olberg win or lose, hopefully he can show some stuff here and it not just be like either over immediately or boring. Uh, but yeah, with all that being said, I'm gonna take. I mean, oh yeah, I guess other things I should. Yours real open to leg kicks, of course, and Olberg definitely can throw them. I wouldn't say he's like the best leg kicker in the game, but he's a tall, rangy guy, kickboxer. Um, so Yuri's got to watch out for that. He's got to keep that chin either down or in evasive maneuver mode. Like, don't let him chin you. And I think he's gonna get it done. I'm gonna say round 3. I'm saying that hopefully it's not like this fight, the Khalil Roundtree fight that ended in round 3. Hopefully it's like a war, and then hopefully it's like his fight with either Hill or Rakic, where he's like taking damage, but he's surviving and he goes crazy. And to just he almost like breaks guys with TKOs. It feels like when Jiri gets someone, he like, man, it is something to see, and hopefully we get to. So yeah, that'll be my first predictions. I know it's a little late. I just made my channel today, so like, yeah, probably better off to get these videos out a little earlier, but uh now it'll be easier from now on. I don't know what day I plan on uploading usually, but I don't know, I'm figuring it out. I do kind of want to maybe add like on the sides here, like how I've picked fighters in the past. I don't know if there'll be a way for me to figure out how to do that, but I don't know. There might be some format changes, but for now I'm just gonna scroll to Apology and make the picks. So yeah, that'll be it for now.